Ngayong Pebrero, ipinagdiriwang po natin ang National Cancer Awareness Month bilang paalala sa kahalagahan ng tamang impormasyon at maagang aksyon laban po sa cancer. Kaugnay nito, ginugunita rin ang World Cancer Day na matatapat bukas February 4, 2025.
Kaya naman sa ating Say ni Doc, makakasama po natin ang presidente ng Philippine Society of Medical Oncology na si Dr. Chita Nasal Matunog. Magandang umaga po, Doktora.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Doktora. Si Diane at Audrey po ito. Alright, Doc, ano po ba ang layunin ng pagdiriwang ng World Cancer Day at bakit po natin ito ginugunita?
Ang World Cancer Day ay isang international celebration of cancer that is held every year, every February 4. It aims to increase awareness on the prevention, early detection, and treatment of cancer. So ito'y pinamumunuan ng isang pinakamalaking organisasyon ng cancer, which is the Union for International Cancer Control or UICC.
Okay, Doktora, ano po yung mga karaniwang mga aktibidad at proyekto na isinasagawa kaugnay nito?
Actually, kung titingnan mo yung website ng UICC, meron sila dong map of activities. And all the cancer awareness activities to be held tomorrow or during this week, makikita mo doon sa map of activities nila for every country. Now, if you click on the Philippines, no, there are several activities going on tomorrow, and the biggest probably is this. This is the World Cancer Day 2025 celebration, which is being led by the Quezon City local government, and this is in partnership with several cancer organizations like the Philippine Cancer Society, the Philippine Society of Oncologists, our society, the Philippine Society of Medical Oncologists, other partners like the government and private hospitals in Quezon City like the Lung Center of the Philippines, the East Avenue Medical Center, and St. Luke's Medical Center. So yan ay magaganap sa SB Park sa may IBP Road, Batasan Hills from 8 to 12 noon tomorrow. And there are other free cancer screening activities that will also be held in conjunction with that celebration.
Alright. Doktora, gaano na po ba karami yung bilang po ng cancer cases sa Pilipinas? At ano po yung mga mas prevalent sa mga ito?
Okay, yung cancer is the second most common disease causing mortality or pagkamatay ng mga Pilipino. No? It is second only to heart disease, and third after cancer is yung mga stroke. No? Followed by diabetes. So kung mapapansin mo, mga non-communicable diseases na yung top 5 leading illnesses causing mortality in the country. So according to the Global Cancer Observatory, or what we call GloboCan, which collects all the incidences and deaths of cancer worldwide, ang natatalang incidence rate ng new cancers noong 2022 sa Philippines is about 189,000 with about 113,000 deaths during that year. A 5-year prevalence rate of probably mga 466,000. So that's how prevalent cancer is in our country.
Well, Doktora, importante po yung early detection, ano? May mga libreng screening po ba o check-up programs na inaalok para sa publiko?
Okay, based on the most common cancers, so hindi ko nasabi kanina. So the most common cancers in men is lung cancer, no? Followed by colorectal cancer, yung mga cancer sa tinai, no? And then prostate cancer. Sa babae naman, number 1 talaga ang breast cancer. Then followed again by colorectal cancers, and thirdly by cervical cancer. So most of the screening activities that we have are focused on these main cancers, no? So I think sa mga health centers, meron ng existing na cervical cancer screening, no, using the visual inspection using acetic acid na ginagawa ng ating mga barangay health workers or midwives. For breast cancer, as I've said, tomorrow there will be a breast cancer screening that will be happening in Quezon City. In Davao City, where I come from, no, the biggest hospital there, which is the government hospital, Southern Philippines Medical Center, is also holding a breast cancer screening activity for women, employees of the hospital, and also the community. Sa Lung Center of the Philippines, matagal na itong proyekto nila. There is also an early lung cancer screening program for patients who are high risk for lung cancer. So usually dito ang ginagamit hindi chest x-ray, kung hindi tinatawag nating low-dose CT scan. And this February, merong bagong free cervical screening test na parang ipoprovide na rin po sa publiko, no, using the HPV testing, HPV DNA testing. So this is the most common virus, no, which is a risk factor for cervical cancer. And come this July, PhilHealth announced that mammogram and ultrasound of the breast will also be included in the PhilHealth coverage already. So those are very welcome screening procedures that can help detect cervical, breast, and lung cancer.
Alright, panghuli na lamang po, no, Doktora, ano pong inyong mensahe sa mga taong kasalukuyang lumalaban po sa sakit na ito?
Okay, yung cancer is a really devastating disease, no, when you are diagnosed with one. So ang advice ko sa mga pasyente is to really know your cancer, no. Knowledge is power, no. So for them to have basic information kung ano ba yung sakit na meron sila, no, they have to ask their doctor, ask questions talaga, ano bang sakit ito, saan ito tumubo, saan na ito kumalat, ano nang stage nito, no. Ano ang mga options ko for treatment, anong mga side effects ng mga treatment na inyong i-offer, and what are the goals of treatment if I undergo one? Will it be for cure? Will it be for control? No? So, 1/3 siguro ng cancers is preventable. 1/3 is curable. But sadly, we get our patients late, and most of them will be for control of the disease. So for any stage of the disease, we can offer something to help the patient. So it's also very important for patients to have a support system, no? Hindi pwede siya lang mag-isa, no? Kailangan may tumulong sa kanya. May mga loved ones, family members, caregivers who should be helping the patient go through their journey. And then it's very helpful if they will communicate, no? Not only to their family members, to their loved ones, but also to other patients who have the same experience or who are undergoing the same journey. Minsan mas nakikinig pa sila doon, no? So minsan mas madaling mapaintindi sa kanila yung mga treatments nila, or mas madaling mahikayat silang mag-undergo ng kanilang treatments if they hear it from another patient who is undergoing the same experience. They should also continue to maintain a healthy lifestyle despite having the cancer already, because madadagdagan lang ang problema if they will not, no? So they have to continue eating a healthy diet, continue to exercise, and get enough rest. And then they themselves should develop their own ways on how to deal with their cancer. Probably whatever helped them in the past to go through rough times, they can use the same strategies to also help them go through their cancer.
Alright, maraming salamat po, Doktora Chita Nasal Matunog, sa inyong oras at sa pagbabahagi ng mahalagang impormasyon patungkol po sa Cancer at World Cancer Day.
Thanks, Doktora.